First, Darvin Ham didn't challenge a wrong call, so LeBron James went berserk.
James comes from behind and knocks it away. He's by Denver. Darvin Ham not going to challenge it, though. And LeBron really infuriated.
At least he can.
Okay. This is a reasonable crash out. No king slander, bro. Don't do my king like this, bro. My goat.
Coach said something so wild that Giannis lost it.
Heated confrontation on the bench with some of the Bucks and their coaching staff.
And I know Giannis, and like, just look at his player build, and then not just that, but how he talked too, like his accent. I know that assistant coach was scared of hell.
Gonna fight back here.
But even coaches lose.
Artest's been a crash out.
Because the clash between Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson had Van Gundy holding on for dear life.
Van Gundy didn't stand a chance. Oh my God. Were they kicking him? Damn.
She got her food, not realizing that her Bluetooth comes on in the car. It's just like a movie. So her Bluetooth, so her whole conversation stops the boys' movie. They don't really pick up on it, but I'm just like, yo, I know this voice, and I hear, baby, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again, and we had so much fun in New York. I'm like, what?
Oh.
So that's the first time I'm like, what?
Derek Fisher was messing with this girl, bro.
One of my twins hits me, and he's kind of shook, and he's like the rambunctious twin. Like, he's the one that's always bouncing off walls, and he kind of just, his vibe is off, and he's FaceTiming me, and in the phone, he's like, your friend Derek is over here. And I'm like, no way. Like, that's not real. I hopped the fence, and it's crazy too. Like, I'm in a hoodie and a beanie, and I'm walking along the side of the fence, and then this is probably 10 o'clock at night by now. I see Derek with his arm around Gloria, so I just fired on him, stuck him.
What I told y'all, chat, I'm back being consistent on this shit, man. Y'all already see by the title of the goddamn video, bro. When NBA players fight their own coach. Look, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Do all that good stuff. Follow me on IG, you know, Twitch, all that. And yeah, we about to go ahead and jump right into this video, man. Come on.
These are the times
NBA
players started fighting their own coaches.
Oh, and Cousins just pushed the coach of the Chicago Bulls.
Damn. What the fuck?
Oh, and Cousins just pushed the coach of the Chicago Bulls.
Why did he do that?
And first, Darvin Ham didn't challenge a wrong call, so LeBron James went berserk.
James comes from behind and knocks it away. He's saying it was touched last by Denver. Darvin Ham not going to challenge it, though. And LeBron really infuriated.
At least he can.
Okay. This is a reasonable crash out. Y'all no king slander, bro. Don't do my king like this, bro. My goat. Like, that was Darvin Ham's fault. So yeah.
Himself better than Marcus Morris.
And
he's already fuming over a foul. And when Jeff Hornacek didn't back him up, Morris flipped out.
Well, Marcus Morris very unhappy and really having a hard time calming down. Him and Jeff Hornacek getting into it.
Oh,
but Giannis
shit.
Antetokounmpo sent threats. See, a Bucks assistant coach said something so wild that Giannis lost it.
Heated confrontation on the bench with some of the Bucks and their coaching staff.
And I know Giannis, and like, just look at his player build, and then not just that, but how he talked too, like his accent. I know that assistant coach was scared of hell.
For Ron Artest, it was bigger than basketball.
Malice
See,
at the
Artest's
Palace.
problems with Indiana security turned him into a ticking time bomb.
Come on, my nigga. Gonna fight back here.
But even coaches lose
Artest been a crash out.
control. I mean, Greg Foster
Everybody
was
know
so
that.
heated, he turned his own team into enemies.
Uh-oh, Foster, that's Greg Foster. He's talking to one of the players.
Feelings a little bit frayed on the edges.
Fighting your own squad is wild, but
Damn,
this next
you
coach
want
got
this
hands
the whole
with two
team?
of the toughest players the league has ever seen.
Oh, and Cousins just pushed the coach of the Chicago Bulls.
Coach had to be brave for that one, and so was Coach Spoelstra when he stepped to the flash. See, Spoelstra disrespected Dwayne Wade until he lost his cool.
Eric Spoelstra unhappy
With
with all
Bron
of that,
there.
obviously, and then this was the confrontation verbally in that final timeout, and we showed you a little bit of it. You see Dwayne circles back.
Damn.
This was one timeout ago.
Wade separated himself from the drama, unlike John Collins, because one Bulls assistant coach crossed the line, so Collins fought back.
Collins just needs to walk away. Yeah, and now John Collins, oh my.
What the fuck?
An escalated in a hurry.
But Rajon Rondo's words did more, because Rick Carlisle yelled at Rondo like he was a child.
Obviously, that one particular game, you know, I'm in my mind, I'm manipulating the game. So I know Dirk had a couple buckets on one side of the floor, so I try to flip the play to the other side. And that's when Rick was like, "What the are you doing?" I'm like, "My man, like, this is Kevin Garnett. Okay, you go out, 2 players on one side of the floor. Let's go opposite side. We're gonna get an easier bucket for Dirk." And he starts stomping.
I didn't know Rondo played for the Mavericks. What the fuck?
Like that on the floor, and I'm, as a man, it's like, bro, you're disrespectful, my man. Like, I'm a champion at the same time. I give you a lot of respect. I came here out and say shit. And then for you to come at me like I'm a young player, a rookie that know what the he's talking about or what he's doing or how to manage a game, that's disrespectful.
He is just telling him, sit your
Yeah.
down.
And those words not only sent him to the bench, but the Mavs shut down Rondo's season by telling the world a lie.
So what happened in Dallas that season that year, I had called with Danielle Nelson, Rick Carlisle, Duff, and they like, Rick doesn't want to coach you anymore. So we're going to say your back is hurting and you're done playing.
Oh, nah, Dallas been fucked up. Dallas been messed up, bro, because, yeah, that whole Luka trade really made me look at Dallas differently. Like,
I said,
Dallas
okay,
been
well,
messed
and
up.
I shot to Miami.
Some hate for a star point guard is one thing, but stepping up to Kobe got deadly. In the 2012-13 season, Mike Brown was expected to coach Kobe and Dwight Howard to history. But after
I remember Mike Brown.
Mamba gave his coach the death stare.
Boy, the look of Kobe. That's determination and disappointment, I think, all rolled into one.
Wait, is this over because he sat him out with it's 84-91? It's still a whole bunch of time left on that clock. Something will happen in 25 seconds.
And those eyes meant something, because Brown was fired the next day. The Mamba dropped his ass quick, but Jeff Van Gundy proved that he would ride or die. See, the rivalry between the Knicks and the Miami Heat turned into one of the biggest showdowns ever, because the clash between Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson had Van Gundy holding on for dear life.
Van Gundy didn't stand a chance. Oh my God.
Between Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson had
He
Van
fell
Gundy
right to the
holding
floor.
on for dear life.
Larry Johnson is one of them. Here we go.
Imagine trying to hold back Alonzo Mourning. Were they kicking him? Damn.
Was ready for war. But imagine having beef with your own dad, because Doc Rivers was going off on the refs, and Austin Rivers pushed his own to the limit.
I remember this.
No, that's the best. Look at his son saying, call him for a tee. Tee up, my dad. He's on the other team, and there it is.
Yeah.
Austin wasn't finished, because he kept trolling.
And now waving for him.
Where the hell is Austin Rivers now?
Got ejected. Austin's like, call me dad.
Now, after the game, he knew it was possible to explode the whole time.
I knew it was coming. I could see him. I've seen that look before many times. Once he starts blinking his eyes fast, he starts. That's when I know he's ready to level up.
Yeah.
Tony to get him. They got him.
Stepping up to your father takes guts, but Ime Udoka poked at the king.
Tell him, bro. And then the motion was made that he was gone, but that was Udoka. Udoka had a
Now you got your ass sent down, trying to step up to the king.
Udoka was overstepping, but Jimmy Butler's beef with Pat Riley was a problem never before seen. Because in the 2024 playoffs, Miami's rivalry with the Boston Celtics turned personal. But first, we got to go back to the 2023 playoffs, when Boston was down 0-3 to Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Celtics dropped a quote that broke the internet.
Don't let us get one.
Now, fast forward to the 2024 playoffs, the roles were reversed, because Jimmy was out with an injury and only had his mouth to run. So after Miami won Game 2, he went on Instagram and left the Celtics trolled. But the Heat losing the series in 5 made Pat Riley snap back.
For him to say that, I thought, is that Jimmy trolling or is that Jimmy serious? If you're not on the court playing against Boston or on the court playing against the New York Knicks, you should keep your mouth shut.
Jimmy had Pat livid, but Ja Morant really got under a coach's skin. See, Ja celebrated his halftime buzzer beater by leaving the Knicks coach feeling insulted.
Ja Morant has done it all.
Why did he do that?
And Josh Fernandez was feeling jaded, but that didn't stop Morant from going overboard.
Why did this nigga do that?
The Grizz up 20, Ja poked at the wound.
And Ja was talking in the direction of the Nets bench and Jordy Fernandez.
At this point, the Nets had had enough, so Dennis Schroeder came at Coach Taylor Jenkins and piled on the fire.
That's when Schroeder crossed over, and that's when Jenkins had something to say, and the officials caught the end of that.
Here, Jordy Fernandez and Taylor Jenkins trying to sort out their issues, and both teams.
Look at Ja.
Getting a little too close for comfort.
Ja with
from the rafters.
Ja turned up the heat in the stadium, and after the game, he let everyone know it was part of his master plan.
Nothing for real on my end. I was trolling just to get them riled up, and they did. I even told the coach that I was trolling, so he was good. He didn't have to do it. I don't know what was said on their end to have coach like that, but yeah, man. At the end, I just went to make sure coach was good.
Bro, the league is full of trolls,
but J.R. Smith snapped his coach back to reality. Look, Damon Jones was known for being the team's jokester, but one day, J.R. was on edge, and while J.R. got his food, Coach Jones hit the boundary.
I'm in the lunchroom, get my soup. He comes in, and mind you, the soup is hot. It literally, I'm like the first person in there. He's like,
no, don't tell me he slapped it off.
And trying to like make me spill it. It wasn't like a rageful throw. It was like, okay, you're playing with me. I know you're playing with me. I'm going to show you. And I literally thought about it, and I threw it on him. He's over there screaming because it's just hot. I'm like, see, you want to stop playing now with me, right? You want to stop playing? Sure enough, the next day he comes up, apologized, hey man, you know, you're right, I do play too much and da-da-da-da. I'm like, bro, I don't mind you playing. But when I tell you stop playing with me, I'm not in the mood, just stop playing with me.
Now, the Cavs were in the middle of the season, and even though they made up, JR got slapped with a 1-game suspension. But Isaiah Thomas's rage burned in people's memories forever. See, the Pistons were in a battle with the Chicago Bulls, and Detroit's coach needed Isaiah to do anything to stay in the game.
Whatever you want to do, take it out on me, because I don't want you to get thrown out of this game. And I said, I just like to choke.
What the fuck?
Zeke kept his cool until Bill Cartwright left his blood spilling.
Oh, never mind, he missed. Damn!
Isaiah in the eye, and Isaiah wants a piece of Cartwright, but Lane Beer plays peacemaker. Yeah, he got him a good one.
Oh!
Now, Zeke was steaming, but Jimmy Butler took his beef with Coach Spoelstra to the next level.
Jimmy, just shut up. I'm talking with halves on damn. Stop arguing.
Their competitive nature blew the roof off. But this next player-coach beef ruined careers. Because this wasn't just a clash. It was the kind of drama that changed the Utah Jazz forever. See, Sloan called the shots for the Jazz for 23 years. And in that time, he had passion like no other coach. I mean, dude wanted to go toe-to-toe with Dennis Rodman.
Jerry Sloan now is letting Dennis Rodman know.
He said, you want a piece of somebody, get me.
Yeah, Sloan stayed
Dennis
ready.
Rodman
In 2011, his feud with Deron Williams changed history. Now, Williams was the face of the franchise and one of the NBA's top point guards. But his relationship with Jazz legend Jerry Sloan was like oil and water. Because what led the Jazz to 2 NBA Finals appearances in the 90s demanded discipline in Sloan's system. Meanwhile, Williams was a star who wanted freedom to run the offense his own way. And ever since Williams was drafted his rookie year...
I mean, why not? Nigga, around this time, Darren Williams was fucking hooping, nigga.
He held a grudge.
I think I held on to that rookie year, not starting and not, the way he kind of, he didn't really play me and would play me a couple minutes here, and then all of a sudden I play. I think I took that personally for a while, when I was younger, and kind of held that that grudge. And so I think that affected me a little bit, and I was definitely a little at times. I knew how Coach Sloan was, and I think I kind of would poke the bear, just to see his reactions too. It was kind of like a little back and forth thing, and that I definitely wouldn't do now, or knowing what I know now.
And it wouldn't be long before their differences reached the limit. See, in a game against the Chicago Bulls, Sloan called a play, but Deron straight up ignored it and ran his own.
I switched one play because I saw something, and I was like, let's just try it. I was like, let's run it the other way.
Literally the same play on the opposite side of the floor.
I just switched it to the opposite side of the floor. I think we scored. And I didn't think nothing of it. And then we come in at halftime, and the first thing out of Coach Sloan's mouth is like, "You want to coach this team?"
Bold move, right? And at halftime,
they scored, so what?
Which led to a decision that flipped the franchise.
Bro, sometimes these coaches swear that they just 100% right, bro. Like, sometimes the players be more right than the goddamn coaches, because they the one actually playing the game. They the ones, you know what I'm saying, out there on the floor, bro. So I don't know why.
He comes in and he like says something a little bit to the team before meeting with the
bro.
coaches and coming back, and he just stormed right
Some coaches
through
need
the locker
to just
room.
shut up and just let the players play.
Then
Honestly.
D. Will came storming through the locker room right after him and followed him. And they went around the corner, but you could still hear like the yelling them back and forth. And then Coach Sloan came out and walked straight back onto the court. Didn't say a single word the rest of the game, like during timeouts, during anything. He'd just sit there. And then after that, didn't say anything to the team after the game. Next day, we got text messages like, no practice tomorrow. And it was like, Coach Sloan resigned.
Yeah, Jerry had enough. And a week later, Deron Williams was traded. But that wasn't the only beef that altered the franchise. Just imagine having beef with 250-pound Shaq. Look, Pat was a coach that wasn't taking any BS. And you already know Shaq likes to have fun, even if it cost him thousands.
I'm the first guy to convince Pat to break his ways. Because when we first got here, we were winning and playing well, but listen, we gonna stay out. Pat came to us one day, we gonna give you guys curfew, and if you break curfew, $1,000. I went in his office with a check for $41,000. 1,000 times 41, I'm a grown man. That's just not gonna happen.
I mean, even though Miami won the 2006 championship, Pat still wasn't happy.
I'm up there shooting, and rounds don't ever come out on the practice court till like 5-10 minutes before they start. He out there 50 minutes before, man. And I already know, man. I'm like, oh, man. Nigga down. He pointed right at you. You can leave. Shaq was like, nah. And I was like, I'm me. I'm like, who am I? Like, I gotta go. That's Pat Riley. I gotta go. He told me to go. I'm finna get my ass up out of here. So I'm walking muzzling on over there. It's you know that big old square thing of bubble gum on wheels? Yeah. I'm like, I'm so mad. I'm gonna pick this ball, I'm gonna sling it right at everybody over there. But I'm gonna pick that up. That weighed 10 million pounds, bitch. Yeah. I'm like, whoa. So now I'm kind of embarrassed. Like,
Jason Williams sound. Is he from Florida? Somebody big, like
pounds, bitch. I'm like, whoa. So now I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, so I just push over. Gum go flying everywhere. It's like everywhere.
Now, Williams just helped Miami win a title, so Shaq thought this was the ultimate slap in his face.
And all here is like a herd of elephants like coming down the stairs like, are they coming to whoop my ass or what now? They're like, they're going, Shaq, no, get your clothes on. You ain't leaving long. You ain't leaving long. And they done went through all this. He done talking about, he done slung UD up out of the way. Excuse me, sir, get up out of here. Big Zoe, like, no, yeah, Big Zoe. Get on next thing you know, Big Zoe and GP down there playing horse with Buddy.
Yeah, listen, ain't nobody want another big fella.
No, sir.
Ain't nobody want.
You know who wants
got mad.
Yeah, nobody was trying to get manhandled besides Coach Riley.
You know what's some big fella? Riley, like,
Rouse was with the smoke.
Yeah, what you want to do?
Was with the smoke.
Yes,
Rouse
sir.
told Rouse slapped Shan. Get your fucking finger out of my
That's right.
I said, I'm finna kill him.
Yeah, he is.
Gonna kill him. You finna kill him.
But goddamn it, Pat Riley would have died that day fighting.
It was clear that Shaq was uncontrollable.
Nah,
Shortly
Shaq,
after, he got traded to the Suns and ruined the chance.
Imagine trying to fight a young Shaq, boy.
This has escaped that one. But Latrell Sprewell and his coach, that's a whole different level of violence. See, Coach Carlissimo and Sprewell's beef started early, and it was all because of his looks. I mean, the braids and Latrell's refusal to follow the team dress code made him public enemy #1. But Sprewell wasn't about to be told what to do, so he let his cash do the talking.
So Sprewell's smart. He said, look, man, PJ would always say something to him about what he had on, about his way his hair was braided. So Sprewell one time took off his headphones and he said, we were on the plane, and he said, listen, man, I talked to my agent. Y'all can find me $500 if I don't adhere to the dress code. We got 41 away games. So take 500 times 41, that's 20,000, whatever, and take that out of my check and leave me the alone. I'm gonna dress how I want to dress.
Now, it was clear they would never be on the same page, but one day, Carlissimo had enough, and Sprewell knew his coach had it out for him, so he sent a warning.
He's like, if that's all you gonna give me, get the out of my gym. So Spree said, look, man, you say one more thing to me, I'm gonna you up.
Yeah, he wasn't playing, but Carlissimo had to learn the hard way.
So he came back and said something again, and that time when he came back, Spree just took the ball, he just dropped it, he just walked over to PJ, grabbed him around the neck.
Oh!
So, to be honest, the other players, because of how PJ used to talk to him, was like, go ahead.
Yeah, I would did the same thing. Like, if the coach keep on messing with you, bro, bro kept telling him, bro, leave me alone before get serious now. And coach ain't want to listen, so coach got what he deserves. So.
Look, the Warriors were supposed
Just
to keep
picking with him, bro.
Before they knew
Just
it,
picking
the
with him.
photos were everywhere. And what was supposed to be a 10-game suspension led to him being punished for the rest of the year and tarnished Spreewell's legacy forever. But we're at our final
Spreewell
moment
was a
on our
hooper
list,
too,
and we
nigga.
have the wildest player-coach drama in NBA history. Now, we all know Matt Barnes is a guy who wasn't afraid to get physical on the court, but this time, he was about to go toe-to-toe with a coach he used to call a teammate. It all went down in 2015 when Fisher was coaching the New York Knicks and Barnes was still with the Memphis Grizzlies. You think after everything they've been through together, these two would be all right, but nah, things got personal.
I would just say overall it was tough. Although I was the one that left my ex and filed for divorce and was ready to move on, just the whole overwhelming fact that like I don't have my family no more and I don't have my little guys no more that I woke up with every day and took to school and played with and were my life. So splitting up with my ex, it was definitely the right thing to do, but just losing my boys in the process was tough, you know what I mean? So I was just going through a lot mentally.
Now, while Barnes was on his way back home with his ex-wife and kids, a familiar voice had Barnes tripping.
So me and the boys are in the Escalade they're watching their little cartoon way in the back, and we're waiting for Gloria to come back, and she starts walking out of the place she got her food, not realizing that her Bluetooth comes on in the car. It's just like a movie. So her Bluetooth, so her whole conversation stops the boys' movie. They don't really pick up on it, but I'm just like, I know this voice, and I hear, baby, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you again, and we had so much fun in New York. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So that's the first time I'm like, what?
Derek Fisher was messing with this girl, bro. Oh my God.
Matt knew exactly who it was, so he got hostile.
And she kind of freezes up, and obviously I'm not gonna get super loud because the boys are in the back. And I know it was Derek, and I said, I was like, Derek, next time I see him, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And it hung up.
Matt was left with his thoughts running, but one call from his son set him on fire.
One of my twins hits me, and he's kind of shook, and he's like the rambunctious twin. Like, he's the one that's always bouncing off walls, and he kind of just, his vibe is off, and he's FaceTiming me. And I'm like, Carter, what's up, bro? He shakes his head, nothing. He's like, what's going on? Why are you not talking? He shakes his head, nothing. And then he puts his head down on the couch and puts a pillow over his face. And in the phone, he's like, your friend Derek is over here. And I'm like, no way. Like, this is not real. I'm like, what? I was like, where's your mom? And he's like, well, mommy, Isaiah, and Derek are at the store or something like that.
Yeah, Fish was in Matt's old house with his family. So Barnes drove in a rage straight to Derek. And it was only to throw hands.
I hopped the fence. And it's crazy too, like I'm in a hoodie and a beanie and I'm walking along the side of the fence, and then this is probably 10 o'clock at night by now. So you walk down the side of the house and then the backyard opens up a little bit, and as soon as I turn into the backyard, I see Derek with his arm around Gloria. So I just fired on him. Stuck him.
Damn, coaches really don't play. But look, I don't play either. So I'm gonna give you two options. One, press the video on the screen, or two, press the video on the
screen. That is fucking insane, bro. If y'all want more videos like this, bro, please let me know, cause yeah, that was entertaining as hell.